Business Bites. Go further and grow stronger with InvestNI. Join local businesses generating billions, exporting to Europe. Check your export readiness with InvestNI's free online export health check. Business Bites with InvestNI.
Welcome back to another edition of Business Bites, the series where we delve into the world of local business right here in Northern Ireland. We discuss anything really to do with business, and also inviting those representatives from teams and entrepreneurs. And I've been really I look forward to all of them, but I've been really looking forward to this one. And it is with great pleasure that I bring to you Mr. Sam McIlveen, the Managing Director of See Me Hard. How are you, Sam? Welcome to Business Bites.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I'm delighted to be here. I think, yes, in terms of Sam McIlveen, 20 years experience in the advertising industry, and then moved into the world of digital publishing with the Belfast Telegraph, publishing both their news website and the NI Job Finder product. Subsequently, I joined Stepstone, which is a multinational German-owned who publish nijobs.com, and was there as their general manager before a brief stint as the MD for Stepstone in Ireland. So I've been involved in publishing and advertising and recruitment really for the last 30 years, and currently, as you say, MD of See Me Hard.
So how does someone go from that publishing and advertising world to the world of tech and software development?
Well, I think the similarities are in terms of the product and in terms of what we offer. So it is the solution that we're offering. So our solution is a solution for companies who are in the process of hiring and onboarding and recruiting people. So it's a talent acquisition platform, and the similarity or the correlation is that my background gives me experience in understanding the issues that those companies face. Recruitment is challenging. There are more people in employment in Northern Ireland than there have ever been before, and that's on PAYE. There is a small pool of people who are unemployed, believe it or not, round about the 28,000, and then there's a very significant pool of people who are deemed as economically inactive. And I've coined sort of phrase for those people as people for whom the working week does not work. And really, I think some of the challenges that employers face is, one, how do they attract good quality applicants in a competitive market? Two, how do they sort of activate those people who are economically inactive? So there's quite some challenges to recruiting, and I think my experience, which is really started with, as you say, publishing and advertising, then became slightly more technical with the Belfast Telegraph and their online website, and then again similarly with NI Jobs, the back office and the back end of NI Jobs, and now See Me Hard, which is a pure play SaaS recruitment product.
So at some point, when we talk about software and technology, people kind of get bamboozled with lots of terminology and get quite frightened by the idea of maybe going into that world. Obviously, you must have that solution, as you say, the problem solved. What was the main problem that you saw that you felt, I can solve this?
Well, for See Me Hard, I think if you go back, and we do go back in time, and forgive me if we go back quite far in time, and I hope the people who are listening to this and watching this will understand. So many moons ago, you used to put an advertisement in the Belfast Telegraph, and that was the main advertising vehicle. And you put it, and I think they used to appear on a Thursday night, and then it moved to a Friday. And when you arrived into the office on the Monday morning, you would have a pile of CVs, really quite about so high on the left-hand side of your desk if you're right-handed, and probably on the right-hand side of your desk if you're left-handed. And what you had to do is you had to work through those CVs, and you had to compare the various merits that those people had against the desired criteria and the required criteria for the job. you had to then you then shortlisted to an interview stage, and you would organize interviews through your through phoning people, emailing people, and then you would make a job offer, and you would and then you would send out the contract and the letter of offer, and then you would wait for that person to respond with their equality monitoring form, and you would wait them to respond with details of their bank account and their national insurance number, so they could be added to the different payroll systems. So what See Me Hired cleverly does is takes all that, and it brings it all into one software platform. So you're not having to look for CVs here, or try and find interview times there, or trying to send out offer letters. It brings that all together. It amalgamates it in one simple platform, and it provides a solution which makes HR teams more efficient, more effective, and more productive. So that's the solution we provide. The software that goes behind that, yes, there's more complications, and there's code, and there's all sorts of other elements. But actually, ultimately, what software is trying to provide is a solution for business. And if you have a very clear solution for business, a solution that adds value to that business, that makes those employees more effective and more efficient, then there's a value to that, and that's the value to See Me Hired.
So the human resources managers that are watching now, they shouldn't be afraid. We still need humans in human resources, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. We need humans in human resources, but we need to help those humans be more, in a digital world, it makes sense to digitize workflow. So one of the classics is that, in terms of small businesses and their accounting practices, they will use a software system, albeit Xero or whatever the system they use is. Why not use a hiring software for their HR requirements? It's a bit of a no-brainer in terms of you're using digital solutions elsewhere in your business to make your business as efficient as possible. Use digital solutions throughout your business. Digitize your recruitment workflow.
So who can use See Me Hired? Is it for big companies, or can anybody use this software?
And what we set out to achieve is to give small to medium-sized businesses the same opportunity as big businesses have. And big businesses can buy in multiple software, and they can really, let's say, I think that they can invest in those solutions because of the budgets to do so. And what we're pitching at is to give small businesses and medium-sized businesses the same opportunity to access that software, that functionality, but at a price that suits them. So our positioning is very much about leveling the playing field and making it easier for small businesses and medium-sized businesses to afford the same level of software sophistication as the big businesses have to offer.
So Sam, what challenges do you feel, if you had to give someone advice who's watching today? I myself have been involved in the tech world for the last few years. I know how daunting it is, and I know the struggles that local businesses have within the tech world. What challenges do you feel we face in Northern Ireland for those who are wanting to start in this industry?
I think the first one is scale, and the ability. So a software business will need to be able to scale and scale upwards quite efficiently and effectively, and therefore you need to look at markets outside Northern Ireland. I think that is a key, and really, for us, over 30% of our customers are based outside Northern Ireland. And that's something that we're really focusing on and growing. But that presents a challenge, because if you're not in the GB market and you're not physically represented in the GB market, how do you grow in the GB market? So I think that's one really important thing is look at how you're going, who your target audience is, how you're going to reach them, and how you're going to reach them effectively, and how you will scale as well. I think also you need to be resilient, and you need to be you need to accept that there will be challenges, and it won't all be plain sailing. But it's about being resilient. It's about keeping going, and it's about keeping the focus and having a vision. Having, that vision is really important to focus on. Having a core target audience, an audience that you feel you can make progress in more quickly than others, and focus on that audience as well. And the third thing is, yes, how do you physically or represent yourself in the markets in which you want to grow?
Great advice, Sam. And finally, what is the vision for CB Hard then for 2024?
Well, 2024, so we've done a lot of work in 2023 in terms of improving the platform and improving the product that we offer, and trying to make that as intuitive as possible. So a lot of that revolves around the interview module, which is a key part of what we do. Also, how we integrate with recruitment agencies. We've revisited that. The early part of Q4 is about integrations, and integrations with HR platforms. So that means that when we take our processes, we take the candidate from applying to onboarding, and then they need to be integrated into the company's HR processes. So automating that integration is really important. We are also looking at automation with a background checker and DBS checks. So particularly in the care industry, which is an area that we're very strong in, compliance is a big thing. So strengthening our compliance through integrations, and then strengthening our relationships with the jobs boards. So we process the application. It's the jobs boards, the likes of NI Job Finder, the likes of NI Jobs, and the likes of Indeed, who actually advertise the jobs. So strengthening our relationship with them through integration as well. So for us, in the first 6 months of the year, integration is the key thing, and also improving the product and working with our customers to offer a better service to them.
Sam, it sounds like you've got a busy 2024 ahead of you. I could talk to you forever. We've run out of time, but thank you so much for some valuable insights there. Sam McIlveen, thank you for joining us on Business Bites.
Business Bites. Go further and grow stronger with InvestNI. Join local businesses generating billions, exporting to Europe. Check your export readiness with InvestNI's free online export health check. Business Bites with InvestNI.